Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today I'm doing the Celtic cross reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo. So keep in mind this is a general collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't start resonating until later, that's quite common. It's because it's fortune telling and some of the events haven't happened yet. So if that happens, you're more than welcome to go back to the channel and rewatch any of the videos that you'd like. You can watch any of the videos that you'd like. What you should be watching, though, is your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. That'll give you a much clearer picture of your energy. So I'm taking my first card from the from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. And it's Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Okay. Truth transcends illusion. So, that being said, I'm going to take two from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle guides. Now, I don't know if y'all know it, but I do bonus readings. And what it's based on is the number of likes I get from the particular signs for that series of readings. Like this will be the Celtic Cross readings. You know, I do weeklies, bonuses, monthlies, mid-months. Okay. So, just a heads up, that's how you earn those bonus readings. We have Lady, and it's enjoy growth and reap rewards. Okay. Alright, and what else do we have coming? I'm going to move these cards, so I'm just putting them up close so you can see them. Okay. Now keep in mind too, totally lost my train of thought. Hold on. Guardian Angel, you are not alone. Okay. Alright. So this is going to be a Celtic cross spread, and it's quite large. So what I'm going to do is move these off. I'll refer to them throughout the readings because these oracle cards typically work in tandem with the, with the tarot cards. Okay. So, like I said, if you like the channel, hit like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon if you want to be notified whenever I do further videos or future videos. On this channel, Pagan Goddess Tarot, this is going to be mostly tarot, or I did an update during the Hurricane Ida. So, okay. And your center card is the Six of Swords. There you go. You're moving towards calmer waters. Whether that's within or without, or you're actually physically moving. Sometimes it's just a spiritual readjustment where you're like, okay, I'm going to conserve my energy when it comes to this friend that needs advice or needs help all the time, when in actuality, she should be, or he should be, learning to handle things themselves. Okay. It can be as simple as that. It can, like I said, this can be energetically. Sorry, I'm not used to the mirror image. This can be energetically, or this can be spiritually, and this can be definitely physically. Most of the time we consider it a physical card. Okay. And you are crossed by the Eight of Shields. This is working hard, making abundance. You've set your intentions. You're waiting for them to come in. So if you're having trouble with that because it is crossing you, then remember, when you set your intentions, you set them and you let them go. Okay. And because we're not kids, we act like that. I do. I don't know about y'all, but I definitely act like a kid. But you let it go. It's not are we there yet? Because just like spirit, just like that parent that you're driving batty, it's going to say something to you. But in the meantime, what you should be doing is working hard to accrue your own abundance. Okay? Right. What you have actually going for you is that you have the Ten of Wands. You do have a lot of heavy burdens. Okay? And that may not seem like what's going for you, but what is going for you is that you're continuing to walk forward. You're moving forward and you understand that you have a lot of heavy burdens. And you're making plans to and you're not only making plans, but you're actually moving forward in the process of lightening those burdens. So that's why it's coming out for you that way. Okay? And keep that in mind. You know, every journey starts with that first step. Alright, so what do we have in the recent past for Virgo? What do we have in the recent past for Virgo? And when you're going through times like these, this is when it's telling you you're not alone. You keep in mind that the earth is abundant and she does bless us. But you have to see the truth. Don't buy into the illusion that that most humans live under. It's a societal thing. You know, you must do this, you must do that. No, I don't must. Well, I live in the United States. I don't have to must nothing. I can do what I want. Within reason, you know. I mean, obviously, you know, we're not in a position where we want to harm others. Okay? So in the recent past, we have you as the Hanged Man. So you're looking for something. You're looking at something. You're trying to find a higher perspective about something. And you haven't quite grasped it yet. But the fact is that truth does transcend illusion. Okay? And that's why I keep referring back to these cards. Okay? And if you're feeling lonely and vulnerable when you're going through any of these phases, do remember you are not alone. Okay, so what you do have the Crown position is the overall energy of the deck. And it's the Three of Wands. This is you, those intentions as you set out, they're coming in. So those hopes and dreams that you've been working on are starting to come in. Your ships are coming into the harbor. They're not in yet, but they're on their way. And that is where we get that point of, you know, enjoy growth and reap rewards. That's the mother. You set the intentions, you did it properly, and now Mother's going to bring you the blessings that you asked for, and maybe even more. Usually it's more than what you asked for. Okay. So in the future, we have you looking at the world with the Queen of Swords energy. She has, if you look, there's a promise there. You know, she has a connection. There's a promise between the earth, the practicality, and the emotion. Okay? Because it's between, that rainbow is between the earth and the ocean. The ocean is emotions. The earth is the practical, the practical, everyday, common sense type of thing. There's a promise between the two. It's trying to find the balance. Now, if you look at her, she does have emotions. If you look at her throne, she's got a chalice carved into her throne. Okay? She sees things from a lot higher perspective because she's a queen and because she's been through so much. So it's elevated her. But she does make her decisions with logic. But she does have emotions. She just is making decisions for an entire kingdom. So she uses her intellect rather than her Queen of Hearts part of her to make those decisions. That, and she's very wise. She's been through a lot. She really has a lot of wisdom. She'd make a great counselor. And I see you being there in the future, but she's balanced, you know, and although she's a warrior and she's not afraid to cut things away, she's not aggressive. She's not being aggressive. Although she certainly can be. She's not somebody to provoke. So I see you becoming more like that energy in the future, where you're very intelligent, you're very poised, you understand situations, you've been through things, and you're going to make your decisions wisely. Okay? Because you've been through a lot. Okay? So, this is you. You're the apprentice. You're learning. You're trying to learn something. So maybe you're wanting to go back to school, further your education. This is the apprentice card. This means you're ready to master something. Okay? And that can be higher learning. I mean, obviously, look how high she is up off that ground. She's towering up there in the sky. Okay? But she got there by learning, by mastering these things. Okay? Tell me about the environment. Tell me about Virgo's environment. Ten of Cups. Wow. It's a good environment to be in. If you're not in this now, you soon will be. That is the happy home. And whatever that means to you, I mean, we joke about depicting it as the white picket fence with the little pink houses. But, you know, whatever that means to you, okay? Your hopes and your fears, you have a rebirth coming, okay? So you've been going through something. You're trying to find the perspective. You're trying to put the burdens down. You're opening a new cycle is what you're trying to do, okay? And you're trying to learn everything you can about whatever it is that you're going towards, okay? So tell me about the most probable outcome. Clarity. Okay. It makes sense. It's not what I thought it was going to be, but that makes perfect sense. Because the truth transcends illusion. You're never alone. Okay? And you can reap your rewards. And it makes sense because this is where you are. You're getting the clarity you need to move forward. You are dropping these burdens. You're looking for that perspective. Okay? You're finding that peace. You're moving towards it. You're learning about something. You're hoping for this Ten of Cups. And I think it's in your environment already. You have a rebirth. Okay? And I think what it is either you have done this or you need to do this. This is like doing a life review. Go think about what it is that you truly want. And then think about plans and ways to get there. Okay? So, move that over. I am going to clarify this with the Wizard's Tarot. Sorry, y'all, I'm really tired. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going back to bed in a few minutes. Right after this reading. So, yeah, you're moving on to calmer waters because you took the time to go into magic mode. You're in hermit mode. You're thinking about what you want. Again, it's very similar to the Four Swords energy. It's a little bit different. You're finding your path. You're finding your wish fulfillment. And you're moving forward. Okay? And you have justice. So, unless you have something going on with the judicial system, I'm so tired, sorry. If you have anything going on with that, then it'll probably be fair towards you. Okay? Now, this Eight of Shields, this abundance, you're building your abundance. You're working towards your wish fulfillment. You already put your intentions out there. You know it's coming. You know that you have the ability to get to that, to get to your star, to get to your wish fulfillment. And that's why you're actually moving towards this transformation because you're tired of carrying all these heavy burdens. Although you continue to step forward to divest yourself of them, you're getting where you can lay them down, and that successive energy, this moving forward, you're continuously moving forward, even though you are carrying a lot of heavy burdens. It's going to it is actually turning the wheel in your favor. Okay, that's what's going to create the rebirth. I think this is going to be a transformative month for quite a few people. Okay, and I think once you get started, you're going to exhibit the Queen of Wands energy, where you are creative, dynamic. She thinks outside of the box. I mean, she can create a lot of things, and I see you over here, and I think you're learning how to do that. Okay, so I don't think this is so much spying. This is some kind of communication. And you might be guarded because you are trying to see things from a higher perspective. But it's also, you trying to learn something. You're deliberately putting yourself into a situation where you can receive communication. And it may be very well about that Ten of Cups. Now, that's the second time we're seeing that energy, so it's very important in this reading. All right, yep. Part of that ship's coming in is, it looks like you have somebody that wants to come in and offer you a cup of love. And this is maybe the King of Wands. Excuse me. Keep in mind, you got the power couple there, Queen and King. Again, this is a very passionate, dynamic, and creative couple. They can do just about anything. I mean, that's a big power couple right there. So, it's telling you to think clearly about what you want, but you'll have this clarity. It's coming in. You're getting a lot of communication. Okay. And you're getting it again. Clarity. You're going to have some clarity. And not only do you get the clarity, but with that Queen of Swords there, you get the discernment of somebody that's intelligent and has the ability to think logically and analytically, okay? Because you're learning something. You're learning something to grow with, okay? And I think you're balancing up. I think you're balancing up in abundance, or leveling up. Something you did change the wheel, okay? And now you're going to be able to celebrate life because you have this 10. You have this 10 of Cups, or Cauldrons in that deck. I'm sorry, that's the Celtic Tarot. Okay. King of Pentacles. King of Swords. Okay, that could be a same-sex marriage. That could be a power couple. This could tell you that this is your mate to that king, or that Queen of Swords. And just because it's the mate does not mean that it's not the King of Pentacles. You can, the Queen of Wands can marry the King of Pentacles. It's love. Everybody can do whatever they want. Okay. And I think that's what your rebirth is going to be in. You're getting offered a new beginning in love. So it's telling you follow your intuition. Sorry. Follow your intuition and you're going to get clarity. When all is said and done, you will understand everything and everything that you went through. Okay? You'll understand why you had heartbreak, why you were left out, why you felt left out in the cold. Okay? And once you have that clarity, you'll have that peace and harmony, and you'll have your balance. And what you're going to do is you're going to charge forward. You're going to race towards victory. Okay? And that's what you're racing towards. It's that ultimate happiness. And you may not see it yet. I don't think you see it yet. But this is what's coming in for you. All right? That's an incredible reading. It's beautiful. So, just remember, truth transcends illusion. And I'm going to take a few cards from this deck. I don't know the name of it. And if anybody knows, let me know in the comments below. And it says, I choose not to worry about things I can't control. Okay. And that may be part of the transition. You may be worrying about things that you can't control, and you're going to transition into somebody a little more aligned with the Queen of Swords. She understands what she can't control. Okay? But she doesn't let it bother her. It says, though one defeats 1,000,000 men in battle, one who overcomes the self alone is in fact the highest victor. Okay. Whoops. I can't hold on to these cards to save my life tonight. I might have pushed it a little too far, but I wanted to get your reading out, so there we go. And there is nothing to trust in seeking happiness from outside. I just had this card. That's so crazy. You will only become more exhausted from suffering, which is without satisfaction and without end. Okay? And again, that's where you come into that Queen of Swords energy. You don't focus on the suffering. You don't focus on what I lost. You don't get into that victim mentality. It's like, okay, well, this is where I'm at. This is where I want to be. Now, how am I going to get from point A to point Z? Okay? And she plans it out, and she's very clear about it. Okay? And she's also able to make adjustments. So, I think that's where you're at right now. You're trying to move forward. You really want to get into that that happiness, and you're ready to charge forward to it. You're just not sure. I think what it is you're not sure how to get there. I mean, you do have a rebirth coming. You will transition. You're forcing the transition. You want the transition, but you just don't see how you're going to do it yet. But you will. That's why you have the clarity up there. That's why you have double clarity. And truth transcends illusion. And I think that's what's coming in for you. So just be patient. Don't worry about it. You're moving the wheel of fortune in your favor. And you may not see it yet, but if you have trust in the universe and trust that you're never alone, you're going to reap these great rewards. That's why these oracle cards are there. So I hope you really enjoyed this. I think you're doing an incredible job. You're almost to clarity, and that's what's going to lead you to your happiness. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and keep pushing that like button.